Caitlin. I'm a comprehensively certified Pilates instructor, and today we're going to be doing a 15-minute beginner-friendly mat Pilates workout. No equipment needed, just you and your body. Workout is great for at home or in the gym, and we'll get started.
All right, today we're going to start sitting crisscross, doing some lateral flexion to begin. And inhale, you'll side bend to one side. Exhale to restack your spine, and then inhale to side bend to the other side. I like an inhale for side bends. When you inhale, your vertebrae naturally lengthen out, so I'll work with that lengthening through the spine to side bend. Think about finding length before tilting over. Anchoring down through both of your sits bones to really find that big side stretch. Nice. Moving with the breath. On this next one, you're going to reach that arm up and over. You'll pause. You'll exhale to rotate head, neck, and shoulders down towards the floor. And inhale, you'll rotate open to the ceiling. This should feel really nice. If you feel a spot that feels especially tight, pause there, breathe into it, let it release a little bit. From here, we'll do this on the other side. Same thing. And exhale, you'll rotate towards the floor. And inhale, you'll open up towards the ceiling. Each side might feel a little different. So maybe this one, you can do a little bit of a bigger movement. Maybe this one feels a little smaller. Maybe this one feels tighter. From here, we'll sit up nice and tall. Take your right hand onto your left knee. Left hand reaches back behind you, looking over your left shoulder. We'll take a few breaths in that rotation, keeping collarbones open, crown of the head reaching up to the ceiling, finding a little bit more ease in that rotation as we hold. Switching over to the other side, we'll bring your left hand onto your right knee. Right hand reaches back behind you, looking over your right shoulder this time. Still thinking about sitting up nice and tall, looking over that right shoulder. Move through these a few times, maybe one or two more times, pausing as you go if you'd like to, or moving a little bit quicker. Kind of doing whatever feels good. And then once you're feeling good with this rotation, you're going to make your way to lying down onto your back. Knees are bent, soles of the feet are pressing down. Fingertips go onto your hip bones, and we're going to do some pelvic tilts. Exhale to tuck the tailbone, bring hip bones towards your face. Inhale to tilt the tailbone away from you, and hip bones tilt away from your face. Imprinting your spine as your hip bones tilt towards your face. Neutral spine as your hip bones just point straight up to the ceiling. With this, we're just doing this a couple times to differentiate between an imprinted spine, which is when your tailbone is tucked, your hip bones are pointed towards your face, and a neutral spine when your hip bones are pointed up to the ceiling, natural curve in your low back, just a little space there. From here, you're going to make your way into your neutral pelvis or your neutral spine, which is when your hip bones are pointed up to the ceiling. There's that natural curve in your low back that's lifted away from your mat. We're going to hold that while we go into some marching. On your exhale, you'll bring one leg up to your tabletop. Inhale to lower the leg down. Exhale to switch over to the other side. While we're moving your legs, your goal is to stay in that neutral pelvis, that neutral spine, without letting the pelvis shift around, tilt, or tuck. For your breath, exhale through the mouth as you bring your leg up. Inhale through the nose as you let the leg come down. When you exhale through the mouth, you engage a little deeper through your diaphragm. Your diaphragm is a part of your core. It's the very top of your core. Maybe noticing how one side feels a little bit more challenging or stabilized than the other side. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring both of your legs up to a tabletop, still keeping your neutral spine. Similar movement, but slightly different. We're going into alternating toe taps. Inhale to dip one foot down towards the mat. Exhale to bring that leg to tabletop. Inhale to switch over to the other side. Still, goal is to stay in that neutral spine and neutral pelvis. As that leg goes down, you're dipping the foot down low enough to challenge your core, but not low enough to let those hip bones tilt forward. So maybe range of movement is a little bit smaller today. And it starts to get bigger as we move through these videos. Nice. We'll go for just a few more here. You'll do one more on each side, and then both legs find your tabletop. This time, both legs will dip down, both legs lift back up. This movement is the same movement that you just did, but both legs move at the same time. Dipping the legs down low enough to feel your core work, but not low enough to let your hip bones tilt forward. Try to keep a 90-degree bend at your knee. You're moving your legs from your hip joint, not from your knee joint. Moving both legs at the same time is much heavier than moving just one leg at a time, so range of movement is probably smaller. You might not be able to go all the way down. That's okay. Range of movement is up to you, up to your pelvis, and up to your spine. Find tabletop and reach arms up to the ceiling. On an exhale, you're going to sweep your hands all the way down by your sides as you curl head, neck, and shoulders up into a bow. Arms come up, head comes down. With this movement, I call it a bow or a chest lift. Start by nodding the chin towards your chest, then lifting head, neck, and shoulder blades up off your reformer or off of your mat. With this movement, hands can also go back behind your head. When hands are behind your head, they're supporting head, neck, and shoulders, but they're making this a little heavier for your core. So always option to bring the hands behind the head or to keep them lengthened out. When you're up in your bow, you're looking towards your sternum. Chin stays tucked, that way you work your core and not your neck. This next one, hold up in your bow, pause. On an inhale, you'll lengthen one leg out. Exhale to bend it in. Inhale to switch to the other side. You're holding in your bow. You're looking towards your belly button. Option to reach arms out if this feels like it's a little too heavy for your core, but hands can always stay back behind the head if that feels good for you. When you lengthen your leg out, you're taking it down at a low enough angle to work your core, but a high enough angle to keep your pelvis still and your spine still. So leg is reaching anywhere between a 90-degree angle up to the ceiling and a 45-degree angle towards the floor. Whatever angle works the core without moving into your lower back. We'll do this one more time on each side. And then from here, we're going to make this into a crisscross crunch or a bicycle crunch. You're going to twist opposite elbow towards your opposite knee. With this rotation, keep collarbones open and keep elbows just in your peripheral vision. You don't need to force this movement. The elbow doesn't actually have to touch the knee at all. Do one or two more on each side and then take a quick break. Give the knees a hug. Let the knees sway side to side. And then when you're ready, bring your feet just down onto the mat, arms down onto the mat. Find your neutral spine again. Take an inhale there, and then on your exhale, you'll tuck your pelvis. You'll peel your spine up one vertebrae at a time until you find your bridge. Hold for an inhale, and then exhale to melt all the way down. This is your articulation bridge. You're tucking, you're melting, you're massaging through your spine, inhaling to hold, and then exhale to massage back down. This movement, you're working the backs of your legs for sure, your glutes, your hamstrings, but you're also lengthening out the front sides of your legs, maybe feeling a stretch in the tops of your thighs, the hip flexors, the lap a little bit. And as we're up in that bridge, to engage even deeper through your hamstrings, think about pulling the heels closer towards your glutes. Palms are pressing down to help stabilize. This one should feel like work, but also kind of like a nice stretch in the spine, kind of. From here, you're going to peel your spine up into your bridge, uncurl your tailbone, and move into a hinge bridge. You'll inhale to hinge the pelvis down, exhale to hinge the pelvis up. This time, instead of melting through the spine stays neutral. Exhale to move from the hips, inhale to lower. This one, a little bit faster paced, a little bit more glute engagement since we're moving a little bit faster. Also, since we're keeping spine nice and stable, a little bit more challenging on core maybe. And then on this next one, lift the hips up and pause. Hold the pelvis still, move into a march, and exhale to bring one leg up to tabletop. Inhale to lower it down, exhale to switch. This one is so much harder than it seems. If this feels like it's a little too much today, just keep both of your feet down onto the mat and transfer the weight from one foot to the other. On this next one, bring one leg up and pause, lengthen it up to the ceiling, and then little pulses. You'll go up, down, up, down. Do this fast or slow, just for 1 or 2 more. Place that foot down, go right into the other side, leg lifts up, pulses. Think about poking your big toe into the ceiling. Nice, just a few more here. And then we'll let the leg come down, hips can come all the way down. And then give the knees a big hug to your chest. Do a couple rock sides to sides, maybe curl the head up towards the knees, maybe reach the legs up for a hamstring stretch, whatever feels good, and then peel yourself up, find a quadruped position, and move into a couple cat-cows. Hands are right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and exhale to round the spine up, and inhale to drop the belly. If there's any other movements that feel good, go for it. Maybe side bends, shoulder rolls, barrel rolls, whatever feels good. Freestyle moment. And then when you're ready, make your way into a neutral spine. Neutral spine is somewhere in between that cat-cow position when you're looking towards the mat, slightly forward. We're going to move into some protraction and retraction of your shoulder blade. Think about squeezing shoulder blades towards each other, chest drops, and then think about spreading shoulder blades out across your back, chest lifts. This movement is not about your spine, just about your shoulder blades. Might be a super small range of movement, that's okay. The main thing here is to teach you to keep the shoulder blades spread out across your back and to lift out of your shoulders. From here, keep the shoulder blades spread out across your back and start to lengthen one leg back behind you. Bend the knee in, switch to the other side. With this movement, goal is to keep pelvis and spine still and neutral and just moving the leg out and in. As that leg lengthens back, no matter which leg is lengthening back, both of your hip bones are pointing down towards the floor. If you'd like to add on and you're feeling good and stabilized, option to start to lengthen out your opposite arm. As the left leg lengthens back, right arm reaches out in front of you, knee and hand come down, switching to the other side. On this next one, you're going to pause with the arm and the leg lengthened. You're going to inhale to let your arm and your leg drift away from your midline. Exhale to bring things back towards midline. This can be done with just the arm or just the leg. This challenges balance even further, which challenges core even further. Do this one more time, and then you'll switch over to the other side. Arm and leg drift away 2 inches from midline. Exhale to bring everything back in towards midline. We'll do about 1 or 2 more here, and then when you're ready, hands and knees can come down, and we'll sit back into a child's pose. To finish out today's session, we're going to move into a forearm plank. Option to do this down onto your knees or your toes. When you're ready, forearms come down onto the mat, walking knees or toes back, holding your plank. Starting from the top of the head, think about lengthening the crown of the head forward. Back of the skull lifts up. Shoulder blades spread out across your back. Ribs are laced. Core is engaged. Tailbone is tucked forward. Glutes engaged. Thighs engaged. Holding. Always having the option to drop down onto the knees if you need to. We'll go for 4, 3, 2, last one. We'll come down into your child's pose again. And nicely done. Wonderful job. We'll hang out here in your child's pose for as long as you'd like, and we'll see you in the next one.